Welcome back. You're still watching Technoholic, and it's time now for that global exclusive that we've been promising you. A whole 2 days before they showcase it to the world at the Mobile World Congress in Barcelona, Notion Inc. is going to show us the Atom. Rohan, thanks so much for showing this to us. Will you just explain to us how this is going to be different from the product that will finally launch? Is this more or less the final hardware?
Yeah, this is the final hardware in terms of look and feel. We are doing some changes on the camera area, but yes, this is the final one, 13mm.
So it's going to be 13mm in width.
13mm in width, yeah. We have two variants, 13mm, and the other one is 11.6, 11.8.
Okay, just take us through the outer parts of the hardware. How many ports are there? How many USB ports? How many HDMI ports? What all have you got on the outside?
So let's start with the camera itself, because if you see other tablets out there, they will actually have either two cameras or one, or not at all. Like what you have in iPad, you don't have an iPad. Then what we have done with the camera, we have filed a patent for this as well. You can just take a camera and actually swirl it around for 180 degree.
So you can take photos of other people or yourself?
Yes, and actually at 90 degree I can take a live video of say a presentation or in a classroom and actually take notes on it.
Right.
Yeah. So this is one of the very interesting things. The other thing is the backside trackpad.
That's actually a trackpad?
Yeah, there's a trackpad. Which
okay.
So now what happens is, like for example, if you want to browse your internet where you have to actually go and click small links, you can actually use your backside trackpad and actually go and click. That is one thing. The other thing is like...
Can I just have a look at that?
Yeah.
So I'll actually have to get used to moving mouse cursor like this.
Yes.
Which I think will take some getting used to, right?
Yes.
But once you do get used to it, is it easy to use?
Yes, it is.
As easy as just the touchpad? You imagine people using this backside trackpad as well, because this is a new input method, right?
Yes, the concept might look a bit very new. For example, when you had the QWERTY keyboard in your small mobile phone, you were thinking, oh my god, how am I going to do it? But suddenly everyone wants QWERTY, right? So we have tested it, and we actually feel that this is one of the most innovative ways in which you can feel and actually browse through.
Right, and you've got two USB ports on the side?
We have got 3 USB ports because we expect people to attach their keyboard, mouse, and one data transfer. So we have 2 here, we have 1 here.
Okay.
And we have 1 HDMI output as well, because the Tegra chip is 1080p video you can watch anywhere, so you can just take a video out to the television.
Right. And now speaking of video, let's see that screen. We've actually got sunlight over here and shade over here, and you say that the screen figures out how to adjust the ambient light.
Yes, definitely. If you look here, it's again the ambient light is fighting with the normal LED, but if you actually go directly in the sun, you'll see it's a completely monochrome display. So when you read text or when you're browsing internet, it's crystal clear. So you don't have to actually hide your tablet like you do with your mobiles. Okay, actually before we go any further, I'm going to put my MacBook here in the sun and just show you the difference between a regular LCD screen and the Notion Inc. Atom in sunlight. So I can barely read anything on the regular LCD, but this Pixel G display really looks good in sunlight. Yeah, it does. And the best part is the power performance. Right now, your normal LCD is consuming some 2.4 to 2.8 watts, and this is consuming 200 milliwatts. So it's 10 times more efficient in sun. So even with Wi-Fi on and using applications as normal users would use, you think this can give 10 hours of battery life? What are your tests showing right now? It's more than day. It's like more than 10 hours for video. Okay. High definition video output. So wow, 24 hours of battery life is pretty impressive for any device, especially with that size of a screen. So we're pretty impressed with that. But what's now left to work on as far as some of the last-minute glitches or last-minute engineering issues are concerned? Right now everything is done. We are just fixing the top screen, so the complete hardware is done. By when do you plan to have the final software ready? The software release will be there in May, and all the testing will be done. So when the device is out in June, the software will be ready with the user interface. Okay. Now another thing that many people were disappointed with as far as the iPad is concerned was that the touchscreen keyboard was a bit weird. On something this big, you can't really use your thumbs properly. Exactly. Do you have a solution for the keyboard as well? So if you can see right now, if I open this messaging application, this is your normal Android keyboard right now, and you see, and if you observe, the layout is lost. Right. So suddenly, where your layout is something which is a kind of V, is actually transformed into a rectangle. Apple has done a good job, but when you're holding a device, you will think of using thumbs, and they actually have a split keyboard as well. So in terms of keyboard, it's a good design. Can we have a look at maybe some applications or some ebooks? We're doing quite a few things. For example, there's this small application which is like Paint. You can draw stuff, you can do different things. But what essentially we're doing, we are opening the SDK, which is software development kit, to other people. Right. So we're giving the source code of this application, telling people come out with your own innovative ones. Oh, so it's quite responsive as well. Yeah, this is a capacitive screen capable of multi-touch.
Right. So the final version will have your own custom user interface and will be multi-touch enabled.
Yes.
This is the one which will launch in June.
Yes.